On the record, in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Bobby Dean Hines, file numbers 22-02826272829. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Mr. Hines, do you have an attorney representing you? Okay, today was the date and time that was set for these matters to have pretrial on a dog license vaccination. How are we proceeding?
Yeah, at this time, Mr. Hines has shown me that show me license and vaccinations for all the animals in the above mentioned case. John, at this time, if you want to move to dismiss all the cases, Mr. Hines.
Okay, very good. These matters will be dismissed. You're all set, sir. You're welcome. Have a good one. Same to you, sir. Are you ready on April Reed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus April Catrice Reed, file number 22-02159. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
An assistant public defender, Sarah Donnelly, on behalf of the defendant, April Reed, who should be appearing separately by video.
She is present via Zoom. Ms. Reed, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, today's date and time that was set for a pretrial. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, at this time, I had concerns about Ms. Reed's competency, but we had a productive conversation yesterday. At this point, I am comfortable in requesting that this be set for a final pretrial and jury trial.
We can do final pretrial January 23rd at 8 a.m. Retrial January 3rd.
Okay. She's still currently at Pinecrest?
No, she was returned back to her AFC.
Okay, sounds good. Final pretrial will be set for January 23rd at 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court. Jury trial will be January 30th in person at the court. Do you have any questions for the court today, Ms. Reed?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record today, counsel?
Nothing for the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
And none for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, Ms. Reed. We'll see you on the 23rd of January.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good one. Sorry?
8:30.
Mr. Roadblock.
Yes, ma'am.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Douglas Roadblock, file number 19-02445FY. Mr. Roadblock, this is the date that I set for your next review. I have an update here from the probation department, it looks like the last time you've made a payment on your restitution, which you owe over $15,000, was back in August.
I made a payment last Friday. I don't know the date without a calendar, but I made a payment of $500 last Friday.
$500 on which date?
12/16.
Thank you. Okay, so we do see that there in JIS. Let's see, have you been continuing with your treatment?
Yep, I am currently in week 6 of the MRT treatment at COG. I was delayed 2 weeks because week 6 you have to do like an interview with a co-client, and the person that I was supposed to do an interview with would not answer his phone, so I ended up having to do one with another person. So now I'm back on track there.
Okay, sounds good. I think the last time we met, which was on the 8th of November, you were on segment 2 of level 5, so you made it to level 6.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you're still working?
Yes, ma'am. Full time. Not as many hours as I would like because of the holidays, but I'm still working full time though.
Okay, very good. So it sounds like you're making some progress. And you are on top or back on top, I guess, of making some payments as to restitution.
Yes, my plans are to do pay $250, at least $250 every 2 weeks when I get paid. Or my plans as of right now. Hopefully more than that, but minimum of $250 every 2 weeks.
Okay. And is this your plan starting in the new year?
Well, starting now, they say my hours are going to be a little bit short because of the holidays, because like 1 week throughout the holidays we're only for 3. So yeah, probably starting after the first of the year.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, well, it seems like you're doing well and that you're staying on track. I am going to set your next review from 30 days from now. Do you have anything else you want to share with the board or any questions or concerns at this time?
No, ma'am, not at this moment.
January at 1:30.
January 23rd at 1:30 will be your next review date, okay, sir?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Keep doing a good job and enjoy your holiday.
Thank you. You as well.
You're welcome. Who's Tyler? Maybe Tyler Wayne. Javon Shaw, no show.
I haven't seen.
Okay, we'll make sure. Anthony Shears in custody.
Didn't break up.
There are two Davian Davises.
I saw that. The one's in there for like attempted murder or something.
One of
Not
them's in
spelled
there
the
for
same,
attempted,
though.
and he's 2 years younger.
Yeah, I saw
Not
Arnie.
that.
spelled the same though, right?
They have this different middle names. Ours is Davion Davon Davis, and he's Davion Trayvon Davis, or something like that. I don't know. But
It's something eerily close.
Did we
'cause-
take care of that case that set for next week? PCC, and I said I'll take the one from judgment.
Yeah, it's set for PCC, but you can handle it at PCC.
Okay. Is the beginning?
I don't know. Well, she had a docket today, so yeah.
Yeah, I noticed her. Still to appear. Once everybody checks their client's date of birth, before they start. We have that with Feigelson, right?
Oh, he's found a new trick to those jokes. He's found a new trick yesterday for those joke calls. He's excited about it. Yeah.
Feigelson?
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer. No, I was talking about Feigelson. We had a guy
Here's the fly.
and he was like, it's not my client. It was not the person who spoke to me. Yeah, it was the wrong, they had spoken to the wrong person.
I just had one with Jared Austin that I dismissed.
Oh,
That we acknowledged that was we
Jared.
picked up not the right person.
Kyle Clark. Okay, Mr. Tyler Wayne. Being represented by Attorney Samoris. I can't hear you. Nope, we can't hear you. He's frozen. We can't hear you. It's probably because you're trying to use that headset. And you didn't switch it over. We can hear you now. Say something. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Very good. Yeah, if you're gonna switch your headset, you have to go into Zoom and change your settings. And so everybody who doesn't do that will sit there and we can't hear them.
Okay.
Nonetheless, you're being represented by Mr. Samoris, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we're waiting for him to log in, okay?
Alrighty.
Do we have Mr. Clark's file? Is this your client, Mr. Clark? Or is it Mr. Lee's?
which one?
Clark.
Clark, that's me.
Okay. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kyle Clark, file number 22-02522. Council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Kyle Clark, who is appearing separately by video.
Mr. Clark,
Hey, Your Honor.
hey,
Hi. You said Mr. Clark I was addressing you. Hey, Your Honor.
yes, yeah, I'm trying to understand what happened to you this morning.
I was working late last night and woke up a little too late. I thought I set my alarm clock, but I didn't set it for the right time.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. You told me you wouldn't. So I'm glad you showed up, okay?
Yeah, I wasn't not gonna come to court. That's why as soon as I woke up, I
That's what you
texted my
told me.
lawyer.
That's what you told me at arraignment, and I expected you to follow through on that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, today's the date and time set for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report. Did you get a copy of that?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay, did you want to make any changes, updates, corrections, deletions of any kind?
No, Your Honor.
You can make allocation.
Thank you, Your Honor. As per the recommendation, we have no objection, Your Honor, to the the 12 months probation. I believe it also, part of it wanted Mr. Clark to get a substance abuse assessment. He did try to make efforts to get that substance abuse assessment for the probation department. He did make several phone calls. He just didn't get anything scheduled in time. But again, that would be part of the recommendation, which we have no objections to. As reported by Mr. Clark, he is working full-time. He lives largely in the Detroit area, but he has where his family is. He has the support of his. He has his significant other. He has his 9-year-old son. He works with family. He has his brother, his mom helps out. He's just really trying to work and take care of his family, looking to the future. His own business. Once he works in construction, he also has other designs. But Your Honor, he just wants to be given an opportunity to show the court that he can be a productive legal member or law-abiding person in society. So we ask the court to follow the recommendations.
He still has a matter pending in Macomb County.
Your Honor, I do believe it is still pending in Macomb County. Yes. I didn't know if he was. He's supposed to have the next court date in January.
Okay, I've had an opportunity to review his criminal history as well as this pre-sentence report and recommendation. Mr. Clark, the opinion of the probation department is that you score moderate to high risk, that you have high needs in the employment and attitudes domain, which is a little concerning considering the fact that you are employed, and moderate to high needs in companions, leisure activities, personality, and substance use domain. Looks like you do have a pending felony, that is, and they recommend a term of probation. They also believe that you would benefit from some substance abuse assessment in order to determine the appropriate level of treatment if necessary. You think you got an issue that requires some treatment?
You talking about like with drugs, Your Honor?
Correct.
No.
Okay. I'm not inclined to believe that you do either, to be honest with you. I think that the underlying issue in this matter probably was not for your own personal consumption. Nonetheless, I am going to adopt the recommendation, but with modification, because I don't believe, as you stand here today, that there is an issue regarding your having a substance abuse issue. I am going to amend it to a 6-month term of probation versus 12 months. While on probation, I'm going to order that you maintain your employment and provide verification of employment to your probation department. While on probation, you're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or a controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're gonna be required to submit to some random preliminary breath testing and/or urinalysis, and you're responsible for the fee associated with that. Not to be at any bars or nightclubs while you're on probation. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon, and you're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. Do you have any questions right now about your terms and conditions of probation?
No, Your Honor.
There's a $30 per month oversight fee that you'll be responsible for while you're on probation. You'll be reporting via Zoom, so your location in Southfield, Detroit area is not going to be an issue, okay?
Okay.
There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that you'll be assessed, as well as a $50 state minimum cost. If you do 6 months of probation, it's gonna amount to $180. I'm gonna waive discretionary fines and costs at this time. Your total will be $305. You'll make monthly payments on that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's an advice of rights as to probation early discharge. It says you have been sentenced to a term of probation in the 54A District Court. The probation conditions have been individually tailored and are specific to address your assessed risks and needs. Except in cases of domestic violence, criminal sex crime, and stalking offenses, or an offense where the defense of guilty but mentally ill was asserted, you may be eligible for early discharge from probation. You have the following rights. You have the right to request early discharge from probation once you have completed half the original term of probation ordered by the judge. The probation officer may, but is not required to, file a notice with the judge once you become eligible for early discharge. The probation officer must then send to you and to the prosecuting attorney a copy of such notice. The prosecuting attorney would have 14 days from receipt of that notice in order to file a written objection to early discharge. You yourself may make your own request for early discharge from probation after meeting the following conditions. A, you have completed all of the required programming ordered by the court, and B, you have not violated probation in the 3 months preceding or prior to your request. You must send a copy of your request to both your probation officer and to the prosecuting attorney. The prosecuting attorney would have 14 days from receipt of your request to file any written objections. If a hearing is scheduled to address your request for early discharge, you would need to hire or retain an attorney to represent you. You would not have the right to court-appointed counsel for any hearing if one was scheduled for that purpose. You may make your request for early discharge by completing a notice regarding eligibility for early discharge that's called the MC 512 form, and that form is located on the court website, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions at this time about your sentencing or your rights as it relates to early discharge?
No,
Okay,
I just
any
want to
additional
thank you for
matters?
that.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, you're all set, sir, and good luck.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, did you have someone in the waiting or in the breakout room here? And then we have Tyler Wayne here as
Shearer,
well.
I have Shearer and De La Cruz is here as well.
And I have Tuttle, but he's a non-public, so. Devian Davis should be in the jail. Well, actually, there's 2 Davian Davises.
Yeah.
I need, they got it. Oh, exactly. Cause I got a little confused when I was like, wait, this is my guy, he's charged on this.
Saw it too when I was reading it. I was like, wait, he's charged for homicide?
Did you
I was
look
like,
up,
oh, no.
is
That's
Mr.
not what you were
Richard-
expecting, right?
Okay, Mr. Shearer, can you hear me?
Can, Your Honor.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Robert Shearer. This is file number 19-04185. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Robert Shearer.
Hey, Mr. Shearer, long time no see. Today's the date that's set for a hearing on a probation violation. It looks like you were arraigned on this violation back on the 14th. You were remanded pending the hearing. Violation was from February 2021. It looks like you failed to appear since then. Are we having a hearing today?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Violations here alleged that Mr. Sherry, you failed to report to probation back in February 2021 and March 2021. The allegations also include that you failed to continue testing at pads or set up testing at the methadone clinic as ordered by the court. And lastly, there's a violation that you failed to open your file back up at pads in order to continue with outpatient substance abuse program. And so you requested court-appointed counsel. You do have representation today by Mr. Lee from the Office of the Public Defender. He's met with you concerning these violations. And is it your intention to plead guilty to those violations today?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes. Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay, you've been advised previously during your arraignment of your rights, and that is that you have the right to have a hearing on these violations today. You have the right to be represented by counsel, which you have requested counsel, and counsel is here representing you. And then you have the right to have the prosecution and the probation department put forth information and evidence today to support the allegations that they claim that you violated your terms and conditions of probation. And so you understand that by waiving that hearing, no information will be brought forth to support these violations. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The recommendation was to terminate and impose a term of jail time. So that's not what I've decided I was going to do, but it's something that the probation department is recommending. But you do understand by entering a guilty plea to these violations, you can be subject to either jail time or fine, or you could also have your term, well, your term is expired at this point, but you are facing jail time by entering a guilty plea today. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you still want to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody threatening you to get you to plead guilty to the violations?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, did anybody make any promises to you if you plead guilty to these violations?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, as to violation number 3, that you failed to report to probation in February 2021 and March 2021, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, and you were placed on a term of probation by this court, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was back in June of 2020, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and when were you supposed to report, sir?
Honestly, I was going through a lot at the time. I really can't remember. I lost my house, lost my job. I mean,
Okay, but you did have a monthly ordered report date?
Yeah.
Is that
yes, Your
correct?
Honor. Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
did you report to probation back in February 2021?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, what about in March 2021?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and as to the violation that you failed to continue testing at PATS or set up testing at the methadone clinic, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, and was you ordered to undergo testing as a part of your probationary term?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you were supposed to do testing at PATS?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you supposed to set up testing at the methadone clinic?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then did you do that, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And then lastly, the violation that you failed to open your file back up at PATS in order to continue with your outpatient substance abuse program. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, did I order you to undergo outpatient substance abuse program at Pat's?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and did you at one point have an active file there?
Yes, I lost my job, so I didn't have the money, I couldn't afford it.
Okay, and so the file got closed?
Yes,
Okay, so then you were no longer able to complete the substance abuse treatment you were ordered to participate in?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so once the file got closed, you did not reopen it, correct?
I didn't, it took me a while to get back working, and I mean, I'm just now really starting to pick up the pieces of my life. I've been the methadone
I
treatment.
recognize you're giving me your explanation as to why you did it, but I need to
Sorry.
get the plea first.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes, you
you're
did.
fine, sir. I just want to make sure the record is clear. Okay, any additional questions? Okay, the court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Let's see. Okay, you can address the court before sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor. As Mr. Shearer has alluded to, around the time of the probation violations, he had lost his job and became homeless. He was staying with some friends, but he had no address or phone. Certainly didn't have any communication with the court or his probation officer during that time. However, he has turned the corner. A year ago, he went into treatment for alcoholism up at Bear River Treatment Center. He completed that program. He's currently in a methadone treatment program over at Victory Clinic. He does get tested 2 times a month there for substance abuse and has not had any positive tests. As he alluded to, he's just getting his life back in order. He's turning the corner. He wants to do the right thing for his children. He's got a steady job at Dinetta and wants to provide for his kids and be an example to them. So that's his motivation. And what we're asking, Your Honor, is that you would sentence him to time served for the probation violations and reinstate him into probation, as he thinks it would actually be good for him to be in a program. And quite frankly, he's a much better candidate for probation now than he was then. So that's our request.
Okay, he's been in custody since the 14th.
Yes.
Does he have another probation violation hearing on the 3rd? That's what it says in the notes.
I should not, Your Honor. You're the only court.
Probation violation hearing 1/3/23 at 1:15 p.m.
Oh, that's good.
I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything.
It was removed.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, looks like they just updated or changed the probation violation hearing to move it up quicker. I'm happy to hear that you have found your way back on the right track, that you completed some treatment through Bear River, and that you're currently engaging in services at Victory Clinic. The goal of the probation was to help get you the tools that you needed so that you didn't feel like you had to navigate this substance abuse issue on your own, and so that you could no longer engage in the activities that you were, or that brought you before the court. And so I think that the recommendation to impose 60 days in jail would not serve the greatest purpose for you at this time. Are you employed now?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. With that, I do
Where are you
it's Shift Smart. It's I do calls, survey calls for Dinetta whatever survey they're doing, it'd be a political, whatever survey, cold survey calling. You know, they call people at home, be like, yeah, I'm calling for to ask you about your political opinions. You read through a script.
Okay, sounds good. I am going to grant your attorney's request at this time. I'm going to sentence you to time served for the violation. I'm going to reinstate your probation for 6 months. You need to continue your treatment with Victory Clinic. You're going to continue your testing or your random preliminary testing with the court. You need to provide the probation department with proof or verification of your employment. And then you still have a large amount of restitution here. Make sure you
I'll
need to
start
be
addressing
making
that
the
as
payments
possible.
on.
I will,
Okay,
Your
very good. Okay. Do you have any questions at this time?
No, thank you for this opportunity. I will not let you down.
Okay, you said it, not me. Remember
know.
that.
I'm trying to
It's
get better.
going in
with
the
this
notes. He said,
prep.
I will not let you down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day. Happy holidays.
Same to you. Mr. Samoris.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
You're here with Mr. Wayne, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Did you need to speak to the prosecutor or have you already done that?
Yeah, that'd be great, Your Honor. This came up quicker than I thought, but yes.
Yeah, time's flying in
I was gonna say,
2022.
if I may, Your Honor, I don't see that we have an appearance for him in our file currently, so I don't know if he has discovery currently yet or not on this.
You know what? With whom am I speaking? I hear a voice.
Sorry, my name is Brian Ring.
Oh, hi, Brent. Hi, Miss Brent. You know what? I don't, and I thought when I filed it with the court, a lot of times I will copy the discovery address, and I didn't. So here, I noticed that mistake, and as we were waiting just now, I finally just served it on your office discovery address. If there's another email address, I'll gladly send it again. So I apologize for that. You know, Mr. Wayne was arraigned earlier this month.
Sounds good. I do see where we have an appearance, but I will at this point go ahead and give you another date, and you all should probably have conversation off the record
We'll
and
do
not
that,
on the
Your
court time.
We'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's get your new date.
January 23rd at 10:30.
January 23rd at 10:30 work for you, Mr. Samoris?
It will. Thank you, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right, we'll reset that till this time. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Wayne?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
No,
Okay, well,
oops.
Mr. Samoris?
No, not at all. Not at all. Thank you.
Do we have fingerprints? We
Thanks.
need your fingerprints, Mr. Wayne.
I went yesterday to do them and he told me that I already had them, and he took the paper and he said that he signed it and put it in the bin.
Okay, sounds good. So when you said no, you didn't look. Sounds good. Okay, so it looks like they entered it in this morning, so you're all set.
Alrighty, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good holiday.
Likewise. Thank you.
We have Davion Davis here. Sir, what's your middle name? Mr. Davis,
Yeah, say it again.
what's your middle name?
Devon.
Amar. Or it should be Devon.
Devon.
There we go.
Man, it's not no BMS. My middle name is Devon.
Who are you talking to?
D-A-V-O-N. Devon, not Lamar, man.
But who are you yelling at?
I didn't know if you heard me or not.
I don't care if you thought I heard you or not. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not talking to you like that.
I didn't know if you heard me or not.
Okay, thank you. And that was your attorney trying to make sure she heard your name correctly.
I don't
You need to
even know
speak to
my-
him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, hang on a second. We'll get you in a private meeting room with your attorney.
My word, man. My soul, man.
Hi, ma'am, what's your name?
Trinidad.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room until we are ready to proceed with your case, okay?
How long is that going to take? Because I thought court was at 1:30 and I'm at work and I've already walked off for an hour.
Yeah, it's until we're able to proceed with your case. There's other cases that were also set at 1:30.
Okay.